Hello, friends. Today I'm so happy to be with Satyajit sir. If you remember, it was in 2022. The month was in July when I interviewed Satyajit sir for his first book, Work, Workmanship, and Winning. And today I'm so happy to have his second book in my hands, The Leader's Kaleidoscope. So, sir, very warm welcome to this interview.
Thank you so much.
And I'm so happy to go through this book, sir, this blurb as well as the content. Sir, it feels like it was just yesterday when I got to know about your book and I took an interview
Yes.
session with you. And so, how has life changed in these 2 years? Now that I'm holding this second book, uh, I
Good.
feel like time flew by.
Absolutely. I think it's been what 2 years now since my first book launched. So almost 2 years, and this next book that you're holding in your hand. So of course, life has changed. Then I was a first-time author. This is my second venture. I would say I'm a more matured author now, in a sense that I now understand the whole landscape little better. And of course there has been a lot of other change in personal life as well, in a sense that post the book did very well, and post the book success, a lot of opportunities came my way. Some writing opportunities came, uh, you know, and then there were a lot of speaking engagements. I happened to speak at various platforms like TEDx and all. And then of course there are many workshops, events that I have been part of, conclaves that I've been part of. So yes, it has been a fairly fairy tale ride for me post that book. And honestly speaking, I have myself been waiting for my second book as well, because it was quite some time. But I didn't really want to come up with something which was half baked. So I took my time, and I'm glad this book came out in just 2 years' time.
Yes, sir. Indeed, it's a beautiful book. From if I speak about the dedication to Baba, Ma, Smaranika, Sanskriti, and Sonali, you are the pillar of my existence.
Mm.
After this beautiful dedication, what I am so amazed to read what leaders have to say about this book. So now we have Mr. Naveen Kulkarni, the Chief Investment Officer at Axis Security PMS, a must-read book for seasoned as well as aspiring leaders. If we go by Professor Bhumika from IIM Lucknow, brilliant read for anyone who is a leader or set to embark on his or her leadership journey. And sir, there are so many testimonials already,
Yes.
even though the book has not, like, it is yet to be officially launched. Out of all these reviews and these testimonials, wonderful testimonials, which one is the best you have received so far?
So it's a very interesting question. So my father, Sri Rabinarayan Senapati, he himself is a very eminent writer. He predominantly write in Odia language, but he has also a lot of English books to his name. Very well-known author in the Odisha literary space. So when I wrote this book, I had given him the manuscript for just going through proofreading, and suggest me things like that. And when he started reading it, and halfway through, he told me that it is really very well written. It is lucidly written with a lot of analysis and structure and all that. So initially my first reaction was, because he is my father, so he's saying so. But then he went on talking about the intricate aspects of the book, the examples he liked. That's when I realized that even if he was my father, he's my father, he is not really looking at it as if it is his son's book. He is looking at it as if it's a upcoming author's book, and he has to give its full justice. So the feedback was so detailed, and the compliments were so genuine, that I really felt very amazed with it.
And sir, to be very honest, I skimmed through this book in this just 5 minutes, because literally I have this book in my hands for about, like, say, half an hour, and I just skimmed through it. And to be very honest, if I speak about the readability, it is so, like, even a guy, even a boy who is in standard six can totally understand, read this book as well as understand it. Sir, to be very personal, if I may be little bit personal, I am a copywriter. I am an aspiring copywriter who wants to get into a good organization and who wants to build his career out of writing good copies. Even I'm also an aspiring screenwriter.
Mhm.
I want to learn the intricacies and the nuances of writing, script writing. uh, for a person like that, now that we have chat gpt, and you have also mentioned about chat gpt here,
Yes.
uh, generative ai as well as dali. So uh, so to people like us who want to hone their craft, grow at their skill, what would you suggest now that we are staring at this mass layoffs and mid-level, junior level employees being replaced by AIs? So what would you suggest? I mean, a person like me, will be their takeaways from this book?
See, because you mentioned Chat GPT, and Chat GPT has got a direct relevance with content creation. So let me, answer that part, which is where Chat GPT or generative AI has been one of the most significant interventions in workspace. The first being in the recent times, the COVID, which taught many traditional companies to work from home as well.
Yes.
The second is, of course, ChatGPT. The way with which ChatGPT has started gripping people's imagination, it is just phenomenal, right? We just don't know where it is all going,
Yes,
what
it
way
is
it is heading.
unprecedented because
Exactly.
because sir, in the past 4 years, to be very personal, if I may speak about my journey in this last 4 years, after COVID, post COVID, I was in a job. I was with an organization, Odisha based organization. Prior to that, I was working in TCS. So after I left Bangalore, I was in a good job. It was a cushy job, good pay package. Everything was good to sustain a small family, to sustain myself. But after I came from Bangalore, I had to start from scratch. So I was in an organization, and after COVID happened, I was also like remained idle for quite some time. And now after I am getting a steady trickle of jobs assignments, now this chat gpt is, it is sure to haunt some people like us who are much relying into their, and we also, like as I told you, I am also an aspiring screenwriter. So I also don't know if chat gpt is going to replace screenwriting jobs, screenwriters, or not.
So, see, the thing is, ChatGPT is a AI large language model in this technology, right? So, which means that today it is at a certain level, but as and when people will use it, the usability of ChatGPT will go up. It will be able to provide you with much more accurate output than what you are getting these days. But having said this, the whole idea around thought is still going to be more human, right? It is how you want to present your thoughts. Chat GPT will be able to help you out. So essentially what I'm trying to tell you is that don't look at Chat GPT as an enemy. Okay, look at Chat GPT as something that can enable you to do better in your content creation journey. Use Chat GPT where you feel that you want to have a second opinion. Use Chat GPT to quickly create those ideas that you want to talk about, and then use your own experience, your own insights, and craft the compelling story. So don't look at Chat GPT just like as they are enemies, or it is the human versus the machine. Look at them how you can leverage them in your forte, as your forte.
Yes, sir. And sir, if I go to the next aspect of this book, you have talked about 7 profound perspectives, ranging from diversity, equity, and inclusion, reimagining workplace dynamics, sustainability, customer centricity, employee centricity, work-life balance, and innovation. So, sir, if there are 7 perspectives that you spoke about, uh, what would you, as a leader yourself, what would you pick, if I may say, 2 or 3 topmost perspectives? And what would you say to the audience, like my friend Chetak, who is a good storyteller? If I may just customize this interview to my community, who are a group of writers, content creators, to them, what would you suggest?
See, the whole idea of writing this book is to talk about the third dimension. So typically, when you talk about leaders or leadership, two things that always come to the forefront. People talk about leadership qualities like empathy, self confidence, communication skills, problem solving abilities, etc. etc. And then they talk about the leadership outcomes. For example, above average revenue, turning around a company, cutting down costs, etc. etc. But there is this third aspect, right, which is called the perspective, which is perspective around what happens to you, to the company, and how you are going to reimagine the future, right? So what I have done in this book is I have tried to come up with 7 themes that I feel is very important for a leader to have a perspective about. They are not qualities or outcomes. In fact, leadership perspective is going to help you drive these qualities and these outcomes in a meaningful way. So that being the idea, I would say, I have 7 themes, but I would say if I were to pick top three, right? Although I'm the author and I would definitely recommend all seven.
All 7.
But if I were to just pick up three, then I would pick up diversity, equity, inclusion, sustainability, and then work-life balance. These would be my top 3 themes that I would like to go with.
Even I also feel the same, sir, because if we speak about my friends, my co-workers who
Mhm.
were in Bangalore, um, they seem to neglect this work-life balance, and also I may not say equity and inclusion, but there are some deep insights
Mm.
and deep takeaways they can get from this book. And sir, the last thing, because I have I am yet to go deep into this book, reread it, and there is a review coming up very shortly on this book. So till then, I would definitely recommend my viewers, my friends, to check this out. It is available. The Leaders Kaleidoscope is available on Amazon. You can get paperback
Yeah.
edition as of now. It is not on Kindle.
It will be available in Kindle. It will be available on Flipkart also, but of course, it will take a little bit of time and then
Little
it
bit
will
of
be
time.
released. Right now, it's available in paperback in Amazon.
And sir, definitely the review is going to come up very soon.
Mm.
I'll be very honest, and I will tell that what the key takeaways from my side,
Absolutely.
what I enjoyed most about this book, and it's a delight to finally meet you in person.
Same
And
here, same here. Thank you so much for taking out time
thank you
today.
very much, sir.
Thank
It's
you.
been a total pleasure.
Thank you.